family, son.
Meet Eveline. Eveline is creepy as f***. What makes this little girl so scary? Well, she happens to be a bioorganic weapon, or BOW. Grown in a lab by an evil bioterrorism-driven corporation after a series of failed experiments, the E-Series Evie has the ability to take over people's minds, turning enemies into allies, or in the case of RE7, good-hearted people into evil monsters. Her infection not only lives in their minds, but it has some other side effects such as regeneration, monstrous mutation, and increased comedic chops.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Oh, and by the way, she can vomit fungus that turns into an army of mold creatures. So she's got that going for her, which is nice. Over the past 3 years after washing ashore, Eveline has been controlling the poor Baker family, causing them to kidnap and do bad things to random passersby, turning the perfect American family into the family from hell. The whole time, we assume Umbrella and/or other entities have been observing from afar without much intervention, despite there being repressive serums out there. It is almost like the whole thing is a live experiment being used for research. 2 different parties are even using Lucas Baker to get data and info, but nobody is trying to stop the evil. Meanwhile, Ethan Winters shows up to find his wife and shakes up the whole experiment, going through and taking out the Bakers one by one before finally destroying Eveline. With the experiment clearly over, Umbrella finally drops into the situation looking like heroes, although we don't know their true intentions. Are they there to be the good guys? To save some possible employees in Ethan and Mia? Or are they there to bring back the remaining live infected specimens, Ethan and Mia, for more research? There are no known cures for those who have been infected a long time, unless the death of Evie automatically breaks the spell, but that's just speculation that we don't know. Keep in mind, Lucas had his mind connection broken with Evie in 2015, so there is a serum for that. But in 2017, he still has symptoms of the infection, so we expect to see more from him soon, as it appears a disconnection from Eveline doesn't exactly cure you. Some people are confused by Eveline both being a young girl and an old lady at the same time. What basically happened was, without her medication, the little girl aged rapidly, turning into wheelchair granny in just 3 years. The granny uses her mind control to enter people's minds, and she always shows up as a hallucination of her former original little girl self. Every time you see the little girl in RE7, it is not real. It is just Granny playing mind games. Eveline may be dead, but there is now a lot of data out there. Who knows how this will be used and by what good or bad factions in future iterations of the Resident Evil series. And hopefully we will learn more of the after effects in the new DLC. Let me know what you think of the Eveline saga and what you think might happen to the infected now that Evie is gone. Stay tuned and subscribe to Where's Barry for more insight on Resident Evil 7. Thanks for watching and watch out for Evie.